Wine into the Other World. Chapter 1, Strange Arrival, Jin Family Reborn. In the 21st year of the dawn, the enemy's iron cavalry wantonly went south, and the sword was tense. Seeing that the city was about to fall, the Jin family, a former wealthy businessman's family, had to hurriedly pack up and prepare to flee for their lives. The shops handed down from their ancestors have long been unable to sustain themselves, and the business empire of Jin Hating, which was once dominant, has also collapsed within a few months. The whole family is immersed in endless despair, and in order to give this family a glimmer of hope, Kim Xinyan's wife sets her sights on the most unlikely place. Jin Chen, the only son of the Jin family, who has not yet married, has become the only hope of the family. She decided to let Jin Chen marry a girl from a distant relative, a destitute woman, so that the Jin family's bloodline could continue. However, the twist of fate came unusually abruptly. Jin was supposed to marry a wife arranged by the family, but because of a coup d'état, the Jin family found themselves drawn into a huge maelstrom. They were just about to escape from Jinchench, but they encountered ruthless looting on the way, and the Jin family fled into the depths of the mountains, and finally unfortunately fell into a hidden abyss. However, the arrangement of fate did not end. When the people of the Jin family opened their eyes again, they found themselves in a completely strange world. The towering buildings and well-paved roads around all of this made the Jin family wonder if they were still living in a dream. The first thing they encountered was a group of disheveled, distracted passers-by, and Jin Chen was even more surrounded by this group of strangers. The clothes on their bodies were not only simpler than those of the Kim family, but they were also filled with all kinds of incomprehensible symbols and patterns. Jin Chen tried to ask them why they were dressed like this, but their response made them even more confused. "Where are you from?" a passerby asked in a strange tone. Jin Chen was about to answer, but suddenly realized that the world around him was not as simple as he knew. These people don't seem to understand their language, and the words they speak sound confusing and unfamiliar. The rules here, Jin Chen whispered to his father Jin Hating beside him. Countless questions appeared in his heart. Jin Hating let out a long sigh and shook his head. "Our priority is to survive, and it's all too strange." So, they began to grope in this unknown land, looking for a foundation for survival. Chapter 2, Start a Restaurant and Accumulate Capital. The Kim family knows almost nothing about the exploration of this world. They couldn't even understand why there were strange iron boxes on the streets, those fast-moving vehicles that seemed to have lifelike abilities, and the dazzling array of modern equipment. Instead of trying to make sense of what was in front of him, he focused instead on how to find a way to survive for his family. Due to lack of funds, the Jin family had to choose the most primitive way, to open a small restaurant. Deciding to start with food, Kim Xinyan carefully adapted her family's recipes to local eating habits and set up stalls in the corners of the city to sell simple home-cooked dishes. At first, business in restaurants didn't go as smoothly as expected. The locals do not understand the taste of the Jin family's dishes, and Jin Xinyan often has difficulty communicating with customers due to language barriers, and business is very cold. However, the Kim family was not discouraged. They firmly believe that no matter what situation they are in, as long as they don't give up, they will definitely have a breakthrough one day. Just when the Kim family was anxious about the future of the restaurant, an unexpected turn happened. A strange guest who happened to pass by tasted the autumn dew white of the Jin family, and he couldn't help but show admiration and recommend it to his friends around him. Soon, this small eatery became a well-known spot in the city. With the spread of word of mouth, the business of the Jin family restaurant began to rise gradually, and there was an endless stream of customers. They are coming to realize that there is a high demand for food in this world, and that there are some unique flavors in their family recipes that are perfectly capable of impressing diners here. And with the restaurant's success, the Kim family began to feel a glimmer of light. The world really seemed like a fresh beginning. Chapter 3, Drinking Again and Ringing the Name. The success of the Kim family restaurant has rekindled hope for the Kim family, but they know that the restaurant business alone will not be enough to sustain their future. The Jin family is most proud of not only the unique cuisine, but also the winemaking skills that have been passed down from generation to generation. Jin Hating had a plan in mind, and he decided to bring the Jin family's brewing skills into this new world, open a brewery, and use it as a foundation to give full play to the unique advantages of the Jin family. So, the Jin family began preparations for sake brewing. They combined family heirloom winemaking techniques with modern equipment to create a new batch of wines. Soon, the Jin family's liquors such as Autumn Dew White, Bamboo Leaf Green and Pear Blossom Spring achieved an amazing response in the local market. Each bottle of wine contains the Jin family's respect for tradition and insistence on quality, and the aroma and taste of these wines make people try it and become customers. The Kim family's distillery has gradually become a well-known local brand. Both ordinary people and business magnates are vying to buy the Jin family's liquor. The scale of the distillery continued to expand, and the Jin family gradually embarked on the road to prosperity. However, the Kim family was not satisfied with this. They know that the business competition in this world is extremely fierce, and only by constantly innovating can they remain invincible. Chapter 4, Ride the Wind and Waves, and Create Brilliance. The Kim family was no longer satisfied with the local market, they began to make inroads into the surrounding cities and even further afield. The name of the Jinjia distillery, like a dazzling star, quickly appeared in the business world of another world. With the expansion of business, the influence of the Jin family has also increased. Their liquor was not only sought after by the local high society, but also attracted aristocrats and merchants from all over the world. The success of the Jin family lies not only in their excellent winemaking skills, but also in their wisdom and vision to adapt to the world. The Jin family knows that only by continuous innovation can they gain a foothold in this new land. The achievements of the Jin family distillery are a testament to their family spirit. Even after countless twists and turns, they can still rely on their wisdom and hard work to succeed. Chapter 5, The Legend Rises Again. With the steady development of the Jin family distillery, the name of the Jin family has gradually become a household name in this other world. However, shopping malls are like battlefields, and the Jin family has long realized that past success alone is not enough to ensure future stability. Their ambitions go far beyond that, and the Kim family decided to expand into a wider field and challenge higher goals. In this strange land, the Jin family discovered the secret behind the business competition in this world, that is, behind every successful businessman, there are strong network resources. In this world, the Jin family also began to actively make friends with various forces, colluded with those local powers, and even began to get involved in other industries, opening finance, laying railways, and gradually forming a huge business empire. Jin Chen became the leader of this business group, and his business acumen and ability to strategize allowed him to quickly become a business giant in this world from a fledgling young man in just a few years. Every decision he made, the Jin family quickly harvested a lot of wealth, and every time he expanded, he was quietly changing the pattern of this world. The market here is not just something that the Jin family can dominate. When Jin Chen occasionally talked about the future with his father, Jin Hating, there was a hint of deep thought in his eyes. We should have the world's resources in our pockets and really control the whole situation. Jin Hating was silent for a moment, a hint of doubt flashing in his eyes, but finally he nodded. Makes sense, but at the same time be cautious. The world is full of unpredictable variables. However, Jin Chen was already ready. He discovered countless business opportunities in this world and promoted the reputation of the Golden Family Distillery to the markets of countries all over the world. Gradually, the influence of the Jin family wine spread to all fields, whether it is the banquet of the upper class or the daily life of the general public, the Jin family's wine has become an irreplaceable existence. Jin Chen began to realize that his family was no longer just a winery, and their influence had even touched all corners of the world. Chapter 6, A Turning Point and a New Challenge. Just as the Jin family was moving towards the peak step by step, there was an undercurrent quietly surging. A business wizard named Sword Wuchen entered the city where the Jin family was located, and quickly rose to the top in just a few months, challenging the Jin family's market position. With a surprisingly successful business strategy, the young businessman succeeded in seizing part of the Jin family's market share. The Jin family, it has really reached the state where the strong are respected. It's a pity that I've never seen anyone stronger come to challenge. The appearance of Jian Wuchen had a far-reaching impact on the Jin family. Instead of panicking, Kim Chen became intrigued by the young foe. He decided to take it upon himself to compete with Jian Wuchen. Jin Chen asked Jian Wuchen to meet in the city's tea house. The young exuberance of the up-and-coming businessman contrasts sharply with Jin Chen's calm and restrained spirit, and the two engage in a fierce business game during the conversation. With such a big business empire as the Jin family, how can you break it alone? Jin Chen asked lightly. Jian Wuchen smiled, his tone full of confidence. It is precisely because the Jin family has established a firm foothold here that someone will take advantage of the situation. Shopping malls are like battlefields, and whoever can endure loneliness can achieve a greater career. The conversation between the two was like a contest between two wise men, with a faint spark of silence. However, Jin Chen did not respond immediately, but calmly pondered every word of Jian Wuchen. A few days later, the Jin family suddenly released a news that shocked the market. They will launch a new wine, which will combine the Jin family's century-old winemaking technology with the latest technology of the other world to become an unprecedented top wine. Jin Chen believes that the launch of this wine will allow the Jin family to regain dominance in the market and once again break the conspiracy of their rivals. Chapter 7. The world is shocked, and the Jin family is brilliant again. The birth of this new wine really caused a sensation in the market. The Jin family combines traditional winemaking techniques with new technology to design this wine body to be more refined and unique. Its aroma is delicate and soft, with an endless aftertaste, like a feast for the palate, which amazes all who have tasted it. Not only that, the Jin family has also launched a limited edition of this wine, and has cooperated with other industry leaders to promote the global sales of the wine. Soon, the new wine of the Jin family became a treasure from all over the world and sparked an unprecedented wave of competition in the international market. Jian Wuchen also saw his own shortcomings in Jinchen's success, and recognized the value and innovation of Jinjia wine. The two began to put aside their prejudices and reached a business cooperation to jointly explore a broader market. This time, the Jin family not only picked up a small life, but also found a new world that belonged to them. On the stage of this different world, they continue the legend of the Jin family, and all this has just begun. Epilogue. From the former wealthy businessman's family to a business giant in another world, the Jin family has written a legend with their wisdom and hard work. This world has given them infinite possibilities, and the Jin family has also used their own hands to make this land more brilliant. The Jin family not only engraved their name in the history of this other world, but also paved a broad road for countless generations in the future. In this world full of unknowns, the Jin family always believes that as long as they stick to their original intentions, no matter what difficulties and challenges they face, they can always usher in their own glorious future.